Thank you, Anna, for that. That was a blessing, and I know you'll be a blessing when you go. Make sure to follow her on Instagram so we can also be updated when she's a missionary. Okay, so the next portion of tonight's Vespers is an interview panel by these beautiful individuals. So the first question that I have for you all is, actually I need my phone. My question's not on my phone. I'm so sorry. Okay, so the first question is your name, a little bit about yourself, some facts about you, or a hobby you have or something you enjoy. And we can start with Corey.
All right, so my name is Corey. I am a student. Oh.
You're with
I didn't know it was like official like that. There go 10 seconds. Anyhow, so I'm a student at Andrews. I'm also an assistant dean in the boys' dorm there. And I love missions. I love exercising of all kinds. I like gymnastics. What? Oh. I like sports. Hobby? I like Legos.
Cool. Okay, and next we can go with you on the very end.
Hi, my name is Renke, and my husband and I live here in Lacombe. I went to CUC many years ago. We have 2 daughters, 12 and 8 years old. I am the administrative assistant here in the Religious Studies Department and for Burman Ministry Center. And I love hiking and camping, love being outdoors, and yeah.
Okay, perfect timing. And last you can have Mila.
My name is Mila Trenchak. My husband and I have lived here for 15 years, but I'm not from here. I'm a missionary kid, and I actually did my studies at Andrews, but I graduated from PAA and did some time I'm CUC, Burman. So I am a mom of 4 girls. So ages 6, 8, 10, and 12. Maciel is my sister-in-law. JR is my brother. And I have no hobbies because I have 4 kids.
Okay, cool. Okay, so the second question is, where did you serve and what did you do? So we'll start with Lisa for this one.
Okay, so I served in Saipan, which is in the Mariana Islands. If you're wondering where that is, if you know where Guam is, it's about 120 miles north of Guam. And Saipan, I know they had a huge typhoon there a couple years ago. Hit the news. When I was there, I assisted teaching preschool and helped out in the daycare.
Okay, cool. And we can go Mila.
I was a student missionary in Ebeye, Marshall Islands. You can Google it if you want to know where it is. It is, when I was there, it was 1 mile long and a football field wide. That's a long year. I went there to be the music teacher, but I also taught geography and English and all the things they needed me to do.
Awesome. Okay, and Corey.
So I served in Palau. Palau is about a 2.5-hour flight this way from Tokyo and about a 3.5-hour flight this way from Manila in the Philippines. So that should help you. It's in the middle of nowhere. I served out there for 5 years. I loved it. And my first year, I was a PE teacher at the elementary school. The last 4 years, I was the chaplain, Bible teacher, music teacher, and a bunch of other stuff, coaching for the sports and stuff. So, oh yeah, it was great.
Crazy, okay. So the third question, what's one thing that has stayed with you forever as a result of your experience? So we can go with Mila.
You have to be very flexible. And not just as a student missionary, and the reason why it stuck with me is because you have to be flexible always. You know, I got called to do something different, and I ended up doing many other different things, and it actually pivoted my career. So I was taking education in Burman, I taught children, and I thought, this is not for me. I couldn't sleep thinking that these kids' lives were in my hands, so it changed my major.
Wow, okay, and Corey.
Sorry, what was the question again?
The question is, What's one thing that has stayed with you forever as a result of your experience?
Oh man, the easiest thing to say would be purpose. I'm gonna talk about it a little bit later, so I'm not gonna give you too many details. But the answer I'll give you now is that there was a point in my life when I had no purpose and no vision, and then I went to go serve, and then I found something. So, yeah.
Okay, and Lisa?
I would have to agree with both of them, but my answer is the people. People really changed and impacted me. I've made friends there that I've had for life, both the local people and also fellow student missionaries. So many amazing relationships are formed in those situations.
That's true. It's crazy to think that Burman maybe has like 400 people. The Cove has 13,465, something like that. You know that sign when you come in? I always do that. It never changes though. But it's crazy that there's like almost 8 billion people in the world that we're not gonna be all of them, but you know, there's that many more people to meet. So the next question is, how were you changed? And we can go with Corey.
Yeah, the biggest thing to me was realizing that life wasn't about me. Being put in a situation totally outside my comfort zone, I found a place to grow in service. And I just found that it's like this, you can't, man, how do you say it? When you live for yourself, there's certain limits that you can get to, and you'll be unsatisfied because you're looking for more and you can't find it. But when you're dedicated to living for other people, there's always more that you can give, and you can't tap that out.
Okay, Lisa, how are you changed?
I think we'll definitely had to rely on God a lot more. We were very far from home. A phone call home was over $1 a minute. Back then we had, we had dial-up internet. I don't know if you guys know what that was. Very, very slow and tedious, and you send emails. And so it's very lonely, but through relying on God, I think that got me through a lot.
And Myla, how are you changed?
I'm a missionary kid, so missions work was not foreign to me. However, this experience was mine. You know, it wasn't my parents, it was mine. And I hit a next level in my relationship with God because of all the things that you encounter, you would never imagine, okay? Cockroaches and lice and all the things, and you survive, right? And you're a different person. You're a totally different person, and you gave of you to others. It's like the most fulfilling thing.
I can relate on the cockroach thing. In the Philippines, that's just literally you just pull up your backpack.
It was my Christmas card. I was killing a cockroach, and I sent it as a Christmas card.
That's the one. Okay. Next question. What do you wish you'd known before you went? We'll go with Corey for this.
That's a good question. I think, man, something I wish I would have known before. I'd have to say, go without an expectation of what you're going to get from the experience, but just go with an open mind, try to give everything that you can. Yeah.
Okay. And Lisa?
I think he had a really good answer there.
Do you agree, Myla, or do you want to?
No, that's exactly what I was going to say, is you have to release expectation, because I was going to an island, so I thought it was like, woo, no. There is a queen on that island, and we weren't allowed to wear bathing suits, so I had to wear a dress and a t-shirt to swim. That's like drowning every time I go out in the water. So release all expectations of what it's going to be like, and also of yourself, because you're going to find new levels of you, and you're going to hit different experiences, and when you go with an open mind and open heart, it's that much more meaningful.
For sure. And the last question is, why would you encourage someone to serve? So we'll go with Corey, and we'll go this way.
Easily, the greatest adventure I think you can take in your life is going to serve. I think we're and I guess I'm speaking more from an American mindset here, but we kind of get caught in our bubbles and we think we have everything that we need. We think we don't need anything more to our experience, and we're wrong. There's so much more out there to experience. I found an appreciation for different cultures, different people from different backgrounds, and I want to see everything that's out there. All of that is something that I got from the mission experience.
Yeah, I have to agree with Corey. It just changes your scope of the world because it widens your scope, and you see people, they were happy with rice and chicken every day, and not like good chicken, because we ate a lot of expired food. So it just changes your experience, and expired food won't kill you, by the way. It's just I came home and I wore a muumuu and flip-flops for a very long time because I could not walk into a mall and think, there's so much stuff here, right? I was eating expired cheese, it changes the way you view the world, and it makes you appreciate what you have. I lived out of a backpack for a year and I was okay, sorry, but it does. It changes your view of the world. It makes you bigger and better for not just for you, but for everybody else.
It's an exciting experience. It's adventure. Do it while you're young, because I haven't traveled much since I got married and had kids, and I do not regret any of the mission trips that I've been on. I also spent a little bit of time in Ebeye after I graduated, so I had that experience. I did a mission trip to the Philippines as well, and yeah, all those experiences have really stuck with me, and I've enjoyed them so much, and missions has just stayed in my heart forever. And I encourage you to take that step.
Take that first step. Amazing. Thank you. Let's give a round of applause to our panelists. Thank you so much.